Hello, my name is Eric Grigori and from EMG Robotics, and we're going to demonstrate how to track a color using the RobotVisionToolkit. So let's get this over here, and what we're going to track is this. It's just an orange piece of paper. It could represent an orange cone, but this software basically is going to track anything orange. So you can download the complete RobotVisionToolkit from www.emgrobotics.com. It's at that website that's up on the screen right now. And when you do download it, you get, let me close this out. When you do download it, you get and install it. You're going to get something like this. It's going to install at a directory called EMG Robotics, and you're going to, under a directory called RobotVisionToolkit. What you're going to want to do is go into the bin directory, click, and then we're going to open up the IDE. Just make sure you can see this. So we're going to open up the IDE, and the IDE opens up way too big. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up a little bit. And this is the Robot C IDE. And as you can see, it's a nice little tool. It's a full editor. It's an editor and execution point and debugger. Let's see, help about help. I think help just takes you to www. Okay, so let's go file. I'm going to go ahead and open up the file. Now these files are .c files. So what I did was, let's show you where these are at. In the RobotVisionToolkit, under the examples directory. It's examples. Okay. So all these examples here can be executed with just a web camera. Actually, there's also a joystick demo that requires a joystick, obviously. And there's a test SAPI, which is speech recognition, that requires a microphone. But the computer vision demos just require any simple web camera. And let's go ahead and we're going to load up the motion detection. We're going to do the find orange cone first. Okay, and what I want to highlight here is just how easy it is to do computer vision using the RobotVisionToolkit and Robot C. So this is a Robot C program, and as you can see, it's just a text file. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to load up the computer vision DLL. That's with the load DLL command. We're also going to play some sounds, which you'll hear. So the sound play command lets you play any WAV file or MP3 file through the speakers. So, and you can do all this, of course, programmatically. And then we're going to go ahead and give the user time to set up the web camera. You only have to set up the web camera once, which we're going to talk about. Once you set it up once, it's stored. You don't have to set it up again. And then we're going to come down here, and what I wanted to highlight is just how easy it is to do computer vision. So this is the total computer vision. Well, let's see, let's start up here. This is the initialization of the computer vision. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and load up right here. Actually, we're going to load up a DLL, a pre-built DLL called the Color Track DLL, and this DLL is configured to communicate with Robot C and track colors. And you can actually track any of the primary colors. And there's various parameters you can send to the DLL all via Robot C, and of course you can get data back from the DLL all via Robot C. And the way you get data back or send data to the DLL is via the vision write or vision read. So here you can see we're configuring the Color Track DLL to, and it's called a vision filter. We're configuring the vision filter to track red. And we're configuring some other parameters, including a threshold and the color of the actual crosshairs. And then here's where we actually do the tracking. And as you can see, we do a vision read. The Color Track filter is going to give us a position of the color we're trying to track. And we're going to go ahead and break that. It's an integer with an XY. We're going to break it down into its XY coordinates. And we're simply going to play a sound, different sound, whether it's on the left or the right or in the center. Or actually not in view, sorry. and that's it. And then there's a set threshold. This little routine here just sets the threshold for the vision application based on the ambient lighting. So as you can see, just a couple of commands, you can easily do your own computer vision using Robot C and the Robot Vision Toolkit. So the way you run it, we're going to go ahead and hit run, and let's go ahead and run the program. It's going to load up a console window, which hopefully I can get in here, and then it's going to give me a little vision window here. So what I wanted to show is you need to set up your web camera to be 320 by 240 RGB 24. Okay, if you have a different web camera that doesn't have those parameters, you can use that, but not with these pre-built color filters, and that's a more advanced level, and we'll talk about that later. But this is how you want to set up your web camera. So all I did was go to video format, and you set up your web camera there, and then what's happening is, let's see, now we're running the demo. Now we're actually running the filter, and I just unplugged the speaker. I'm going to turn up the volume here.
Scanning for cone.
Just put this here.
Scanning for cone. Scanning for cone. I see the cone on the right. I see the cone on the left. Scanning for cone. Scanning for cone. I see the cone on the right. I see the cone on the left. Scanning for cone. Scanning for cone. Scanning. I see the cone on the right. Scanning. Scanning for cone. Scanning for cone.
So you can see what happens is when it's scanning for the cone, the position comes back as 0 because it doesn't see the cone, it doesn't see the bright orange object. I put the bright orange object in there, and it tells me the position, and it also puts up the crosshairs, and you can see the position in the background on the console window. Using that position data, you can do whatever you want. Let's turn this volume down now. So using that position data, you could do whatever you want. So let's get this out of here. And just to show you, come on, close up. Takes a second to close. Don't worry about that. Sometimes when you close the computer vision DLL, when you just exit it out, you get that. But no problems. As you can see, the editor didn't crash, nothing like that. So what we're doing here is the vision read gives me that position index that you saw on the console. This is where I'm actually printing it to the console. You can see the print there, and I can use that data to do whatever I want. So download the Robot Vision Toolkit from emgrobotics.com and try this stuff out yourself. Connect up a web camera and try this out yourself. It should work with, I've yet to buy a web camera that it hasn't worked with, so it should work with any. If you do try it out and it doesn't work with your particular web cam, please let me know. Thank you.